Well, hi guys. It's the next day, and I'm gonna drain that diesel fuel out of the Hydra-Power now. We'll see what it looks like. So hang on, we'll be right back. Okay. Hopefully we'll be able to see this. It's probably going to come out like pouring piss out of a boot, to tell you the truth. Now that was clean diesel fuel yesterday. But it don't look so pretty clean now. So, I'm going to let this sit and drain for a while. And while that's doing its thing, so to speak, I'm going to move on to other things I need to do real quick, like give the tractor a greasing. So hang on, we'll be right back. Okay guys, on the back of an Oliver 1850, there's a grease zerk on the axle. Okay. Well, not knowing when the last time these were greased, I'm going to give them a little extra. Can't hurt. And it's important to keep those greased. Now, on the narrow front, the front or back, there are grease zerks. Let's see, where are you? There you are. All the Olivers have greasable front ends, even the narrow front. It's right up under here in the middle. And again, I don't know when the last time it was greased. That's a good sound to hear. And as they say, that is that. Okay, stand you up. But as far as I know, that's the only grease fitting on that narrow front. Some point I will be taking the plugs out of the wheels here and here and putting a grease zerk in it so I can pump grease into it. But not today. Today we're worrying about the Hydra-Power. So, let me pull this filter off. So hang on, we'll be right back. Okay guys, that's what I drained out. That was what was in the tractor. I don't know if you can see that. Very dirty. Very dirty. So I'm glad I pulled it out of there. Now, being that I know this is going to be a short-term oil change, meaning this is going to have to get changed again later on this spring. This needs to be put in and run some and let it get that crap out of the Hydra-Power. So, rather than putting a expensive filter in it, I've decided to go with a cheaper alternative. An STP S16. Now you can get a Fram PH43 to replace these Oliver filters, or the Agco filter, which is part number 72161316. Now, according to what I've been told, the transmission filter and the Hydra-Power filter are the same, in fact, the same filters. And yes, these are the filters I took off this tractor. They are not repaints. In fact, this one, you can kind of read Oliver. So, I bought decent transmission fluid to put in it, but I'm going to do my normal thing. Oil filter, a little bit of grease, and coat that ring gasket. And it'll save your butt in the end. So, S16 STP filter. I've got STP multi-purpose automatic transmission fluid. So we'll be back here in just a second, guys. Okay, we're over here at the filter. I'll show you that I took rags and cleaned this out. The bottom of this was just black. Put your finger down in it, it was just black and nasty. So that's cleaned out. I've got my filter. That don't feel right. This is supposed to be a direct replacement. By their numbers. It's not going to fit. I'm not going to make it fit. Alright, I'll be back here in a moment, guys. Okay, guys. That S16 is not a good replacement filter for the Fram PH43, which is what this is. Because the Fram goes right on. No problem. That other one won't even start. Okay. So now we've got the filter on. Time to fill it up. I'm buying. Now, when I went through my book, I should have known better. And it said 3 quarts. And I looked at my service manual, and it says 6. So we'll pour a gallon in and see what it is. Whoops. Now the reason I've done this, gone to the Dextron / Mercron, is simple. Finding type A automatic transmission fluid is very hard to do anymore. In fact, I looked today before I got this, just out of for my own curiosity, and the guy said we haven't had that for ages. Alright, that's 1 gallon. Not on the stick. Now the reason I switched these over to this is simple. Local mechanic that has worked on Oliver since the 70s told me this was the best thing I could put in it. Not because it's easier to get or anything like that. It's the fact that this oil will take more heat and still work properly than type A ever would. So I kind of got to agree with him. You know, Type A was 50s, 60s. She's full. Cool. Now I'm going to have to add to it, I know, first time I use it. Once the oil gets everywhere it needs to be. I don't know why my cap is so tight, but it is. I'm going to have to work on that. A little bit over full, but that'll work because you gotta be some loss in the the filter over there. And as I said, this is going to be this is going to get changed. It'll have to be changed in order for it to get cleaned up and everything to work right. So what I think I'm going to do now, if I got the key with me, is see if it'll start. Oh, I know where it is. Duh. And yes, this will be a genuine cold start. So, I don't know what it's going to do. We'll find out. An awful lot. No smoke to speak of. You start it up, it's only about 45 degrees. Wasn't plugged in, hasn't been started, nothing. That's a genuine cold start for you. Mainly because I don't know if the preheater works or not yet. I haven't got that far into the wiring. But she starts, she runs. Let her sit there a minute and I'll check my fluid. it here in a few minutes. Let it warm up. Let the hydropower get warm and see what happens. So hang on, we'll be back to that. Well, fuel gauge is actually working. Temperature gauge is coming up. Amp gauge is charging fully. We've got 47 pounds of oil pressure. The speedometer does work. The tach doesn't work now. When I first got it, it would work and it wouldn't. So, hydropower, if I pull it out, underside, let the clutch out, it kind of pulls itself. Fourth gear, it don't like to. Temperature gauge is moving up. Well, get her back in her spot. Getting used to the gear shift being over here. Takes a little bit to get used to it. This takes some getting used to being over here, but it makes it easier to get in and out. I think she's going to be a good one. The hydropower, I don't know about yet. It may straighten up. We'll see what happens with it. It may be good and it, start working right. And it may be shot. I don't know. I took that chance when I bought it. It's a 50-50 chance. Been thinking about the cab here. I don't need a cab for winter use. It's more for summertime. And I'm getting older. Got to think about skin cancer and that kind of stuff. So that's why I'm thinking about rehabbing this cab and putting it back on, just to be out of the sun. Fenders. This goes down on the fenders bolt on top of it. So that's something to think about. Window frames are here, the back, the side, even the front. I did not get the panels that go on the front of the cab or bolt across the back of the cab. I got one panel that goes over here. I did not get the side panel or the center. What you see is what I got. But I am thinking about this seriously, about putting it back on, just more than anything to be out of the sun. Kind of simple as that. May clean it up, paint it before I put it back on. I don't know yet. Thinking about it, but it's for sure got to have a roof put in it. So well, I have to think about that, because there's, you know, it's pop riveted, not pop riveted, it's spot welded, I believe, on. It's pretty well rotted. Plus there's this big gaping hole up here. I'll be thinking about this one, what I want to do. But guys, this pretty much puts this 1850 back into working order as far as filter and fluid changes. Because they've all been gone through. Only filter I did not replace is this one, and it had just been changed when I got it. This is what the only thing I changed on this tractor to get it running. Other fuel filter, oil in the engine, Hydra-Power filter, oil, hydraulic filter, rear end filter was changed, that and down there. Checked the fluid in the rear end, checked the fluid in the hydraulics, they're all good. Fuel tank's been changed. You know, the old one's sitting right there. So pretty much now it's working on, well, I greased the back end and the front end up this morning. It has new balls for the lift arms. The center link is sitting in the shop right now on the vise because of this. One part of the top link won't move, and I'm trying to get that to working in. So when it warms up, or I can get time to do it if it's warm, I'm going to start tracing and replacing wires that are like this, that need it. This may come off. These may get taken off too, because they are missing a lot of insulation. This is going to get lubed up too before it causes a problem. But guys, I'm going to call it a day here. I've got a lot done to this machine in the last 30 days, as today is the 2nd of January 2020. Yeah. A month ago today, we were just getting back with this. And if need be, she'll go to work right now. So I'm pretty happy with it. I've got a set of tires I'm going to go look at for the back end. I may buy them. These are, oh, let's just face it, they're shot. But be that as it may, it's still a good running, cheap tractor, cheap horsepower. Yeah, it needs a little bit of work, but I can stand to do the work. Next thing on the list, major thing, will be replacing all the hoses. The hose down here, the hose here, one up top, all these heater hoses and lines, they'll all get changed. This will be done away with, because the way this is right now, that valve was twisted off. I don't know if it's open or closed, and it could be bypassing the Hydra-Power filter. So we'll just eliminate that. Be a pipe plug put in. According to the book, this line here is correct, running up to here. I don't know about this, but we'll delve into that when I get there. The alternator's been changed. The fan belt's been changed. Fuel tank's been changed. So, and fuel gauge works. For a 50-year-old tractor to have a working fuel gauge, that's kind of very unusual. At least it is for me. I don't see many of them at work, though Big Bertha over there does. But guys, I'm going to call it a day. Calling for rain this afternoon, so I managed to get done what I needed to do. Get that Hydra-Power flushed out, let it sit overnight with the diesel fuel in it. And you saw it in the pan how dirty it was. That was clean diesel fuel out of the fuel tank. So, oh yeah, I'm going to have to get some oil on that coupling chain right there. That's a must. I don't know why anybody can't put some good oil on those. But the clutch has been adjusted, the brakes have been adjusted. Now it's going to be cosmetic stuff. Seat, bottom and back. New muffler, probably. And get the wires redone and get the lights working. And some tires put on it. But still, all in all, when I get done, it will still be a good, cheap horsepower tractor that's got a lot of life left in it that I can use. That's the big thing. I can use this. I've got a need for it. There's not a piece of equipment on this farm this tractor won't handle. From 3-point equipment to pull type equipment, doesn't make any difference. This tractor will do it all. Whereas the case, only thing I could use it for was pulling equipment with a drawbar. And that's a John Deere disc, a vibra chisel, or a field cultivator. Well, the harrogator. But I'd much rather have this. So we'll see you next time, guys. She's running good, and things are looking up. So we'll see you next time. And as always, please comment, rate, and subscribe. We'll see you next time, guys.